soon-to-be old neighborhood into my soon-to-be old apartment. It's just crazy because it's like this transitional mode in my life. It's just crazy. I mean, I feel like just yesterday I moved in and now I'm moving out. And God knows, you know, I've had a lot of memories here. And though it's bittersweet, I'm ready to embrace what God has for me in the future and, you know, just be able to recollect on some of the memories I had here and things that I was able to hold on to over the years. And I want to talk about those things and really, you know, reflect on those things in the process of closing those doors, closing those chapters, and opening up a new chapter in my life and entering into a new destiny. And that's what I'm looking to do now. So I'm gonna miss this place, 201 Elmwood, but you know what? The memory will never die. So. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm lifting weights. Wow, this is a huge stack here. Well, this is a stack of not even a fraction of the books that I had growing up. When I had music lessons, my dad would use different books, but mainly he would just teach me. He just would basically, you know, set up his own lesson plan and philosophy on music, and it really helped me out a lot just with just my artistry and just everything. I feel like God had really blessed my dad with a gift to be able to play by ear and to hear music, and to some degree, I feel like it trickled down to, you know, me and my sisters and even my nieces and nephew and everybody in my family. We just always loved music and we gravitated to it. So this was some of like the music that the music, you know, books and plans that he kind of used with me. But like I said, some stuff was just kind of freestyled it kind of as it went along. This is funny. Wow, I'm just looking through this stack because this is like I haven't like really looked in the stack for like a minute, with the exception of some of the stuff that I've taken out of it recently. Just getting back in my lessons and trying to hone my skills instrumentally. I took a hiatus for a while playing, and I didn't have the instruments. Like when I moved away to Texas and then I came back, I didn't have any instruments with me at the time. So really all I was doing was writing and singing and working with other musicians and stuff. But I always was drawn into the piano and the guitar, and even though I'm not like a pro at them as of yet, I can hear and pick up notes and things like that. And I want to hone my skills and get more into it to inundate more into the original music that I plan on having. This right here, I'm just going through this whole stack of stuff. And I'm just looking at here, we used to use like some of the manuscript paper. He would write out like some of the notes and stuff like that. So I would use like books like this sometimes. And everything. So that was really useful. What was in here? Let me see. I have a little music folder I customized myself because I would make my own little, you know, things going on here. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. This right here is from, I don't even know how long ago. Like basically, growing up when we really couldn't afford like a computer. You know, computers had just really started like, you know, getting on the up and up. And what we did have though was we had a typewriter, and then I think my sisters had like a word processor. So it was like the next best thing. So what I would do is I would, you know, write up a lot of my songs and poems on the word processor. And I would even do staff sheets. So I probably did this when I was like, it says 2000. I probably was like maybe 13 or 14 when I did this. But I would just make my own customized staff sheets because, you know, my father, he would use so many of the staff sheets downstairs that there was none left. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to make some more generic ones. So even though I didn't have the treble clef, I mean, you could draw that in, you know, because it was a word processor, so you kind of limited as to what you can do. But I would just do staff sheet, name a song, and then written by. So if you know, like when I would write out a song and I wanted to write the notes out, or if you wanted to write the notes out, we could just, just generically, write on that. This is some of his sheets that he would have. But I would just, wow, I can actually use some of these. I might use these in the future. Just try to, write some songs out here. So I actually have some extra copies. So I think I'm going to be using these sometime soon. So I even copyrighted this. Like, really? I wrote my name and copyrighted September 1st, 2000. Oh my God. Hope that doesn't date me. Anyhow. And what I would do is I would write poetry and songs and different things like that. I would do a lot of my projects on there. I even did even Bible tracts for people, like little letters telling people that Jesus loved them and things like that. And I would deliver it to people's doors. Another book, he used to have me try a lot of different theory books. A lot of really good theory books where I learned more about staffing and just, play some stuff. This book has seen better days, but it was a great book, I'm telling you. My dad loved the Thompson's books. I had the first and then the second grade book, I guess you could say. But these were really, really good books. Very classic, very old, very dated, but very classic, very good stylized portrait of what you had to play and helping you practice and learn more about piano. It was really great. Some more books. These were the ones I love, okay? All right, don't get me started on the Color Me movies, okay? Color Me movies, Color Me cartoons. I could do a commercial on these, seriously. The thing I loved about these, not only did you play the songs and learn how to play it, but you could sing along, with the songs that had this was like Color Me cartoons that had different ones. Felix the Wonderful Cat, and then I could color right after that. I could play the music, sing it, and then color it. Isn't that cool? I don't know if they sell these anymore. I wonder if they do. If so, I might buy some more. I mean, just saying, just between you and I I'm not just, Charlotte's Web. Here Comes Garfield. I don't even remember how these songs went, but I remember them probably maybe 12 years ago. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot. So yeah, they had this one in here. Color Me movies. And what do they have in here? Somewhere over the rainbow. It had that, yeah. So I used to sing that a lot. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. So yeah. There was a lot of singing and fun stuff with these, including coloring as well, yes. Theory level 1. There's a few others. So it was a lot. I actually started, when I started the acoustic guitar at school, my dad also wanted me to start the bass at the same time, so we kind of did both. He had bought me a bass, and actually the bass was it was a really, really nice bass. I was going to get back in it, and then some of our instruments and stuff like that we kind of lost through a flood that we had, but I definitely want to get back in it. I still have the book, and this was a really good book. I remember he had me practice. So this was one of the first books that I had that was, that I actually had when I was in 4th grade. I got through the school when I started playing guitar. My dad had got me an acoustic guitar, and this was the book I think that either came with the guitar or I got it through the school. I think it was recommended for us to buy, but it was very useful as well with the guitar, so I love this. Mind you, I also grew up in a lot of Motown. So, I mean, of course, my gospel's my thing now, you know, but I used to love Stevie and all these other people, just like, you know, so we kind of, you know, we went through some of these phases, DeBarge, all this, I mean, you know, real deal music. And like I said, just the piano and guitar, it was just, I just loved it. I loved both of those instruments. I was always drawn into it. And like I said, I just know, like, you know, I'm very basic beginner with everything. However, I definitely plan on honing my skills a lot more because I want to inundate a lot of it in my current music and on my album, in addition to working with other, you know, musicians and artists. So I would love to do that as well upon production. So a lot of times, like, you know, I was a lot like my father in a way because my dad, like, he would have like a music room downstairs. So, you know, like I said before, we would all, you know, come downstairs and we would sing and play piano and just kind of gig and just chill out there. It was just a wonderful place. Like, it was my favorite place in our house because it's just like there was just so much creativity that was just birthed out of that music room. And it was so much that he taught us down there and so much that we did and so many people that would come through there. Like, you know, besides my grandfather, other wonderful jazz artists and other people, you know, people from our church, like, you know, just our, you know, friends and family, people that would come in. We'd all sing together and just chill out there. It was just really nice. And it just drew me in. And I just thank God for those times and those memories because it really did a lot for me. And just that foundation would really instill in me that love for music that I always had. And that was a passion I feel like God gave to me. And to really get involved in. And even though I took a hiatus from it, I never stopped writing. I never stopped singing and playing and doing music. But I definitely, in terms of at least instrumentally, I want to get back in it more and try to inundate more of that if possible. Just based on just this is my father, because my dad was like my primary musical inspiration. My sister was too, my grandfather, and just other people around me. And then of course later my uncle and, you know, other friends and family members who really made a difference in my life. And it was just, you know, just the foundation of the lessons that I learned and just being around that just did something to me, and it really encouraged and influenced me in wanting to pursue it more. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful thing. So, you know, that was the stack, you know, so definitely going to be using more of this in the next few months. So